Could you put a price on your mobility? Every morning when you wake up, I'm sure you have a routine like shower, get dressed, brush your teeth, and zip out the door. Or, if you're a parent, it's probably more like hurry up, scramble, gather the kids and the backpacks and the lunches, and forget to brush your teeth? Well, no joke. Life is crazy, right? With children or not. However, the demands in our society are intense. But how privileged are we to be able to have the opportunity to live our lives in this fast lane? Many of the individuals I work with crave this mobile independence and would do anything to regain just a piece of that. My clients often come to me with various limitations. However, with a strum of a guitar or an appropriate technique, they often move with ease, live without limitations, and gain independence. I am a music therapist. Could you put a price tag on watching your child move his legs with ease at the age of 3? What would you pay to hear your child break silence after 19 years with the words, "I love you"? What would you give to make your loved one's last breath a beautiful and peaceful moment? Priceless. Agree? The last slide you saw was actually my father and I. Little did I know that 5 years ago, I would be standing by my father's bedside, using my professional skills as a music therapist to aid in his last breath, to slow his respirations down to a point where he could take that last breath without a gasp, and to be able to provide my family with that cohesion I am forever eternally grateful for. I have witnessed each of these amazing feats. Making milestones with clients and their families is simply life-changing. I was a musical child, singing with my father every chance I could get, playing piano and attending music camps. It was sometime in the mid-90s. I set out on that great Google search, typed in music and special needs. And, much to my surprise, up popped music therapy. The rest was history. 4 years of college, hundreds of hours of clinical placements, internship, and board certification and state licensure. Great! I'm a music therapist, moving back to North Dakota. And no one here seems to understand what it is that I do. It's the passion to create and inspire and change lives with music. I wanted to help people, move people, help them socialize and with their physical well-being. I wanted North Dakota to be like all the other states I had seen that had amazing access to music therapy in their schools and hospitals and developmental centers. It was sometime in my college career, I had the opportunity to work with an individual with cerebral palsy. I simply sang instructions and offered this young individual an instrument. In return, she lifted that retracted hand, opened it up, like a blossoming flower, reached that instrument and shook it to the beat of the music. To watch an individual become unlocked from their disability through music is simply unforgettable. Disabilities become no longer disabling, oftentimes for seconds, minutes, and even hours during music therapy. Music therapists are driven by the people we serve. We're inspired by our clients and their families and their perseverance. We believe that if there's a will, there's a way. And that way begins with music, in music therapy. So let me introduce you to one of my greatest inspirations over the last 3 years. Kyle, an ordinary guy in his late 20s, was working one August morning while driving an all-terrain vehicle. He was hit by a train. As a result of the accident, he suffered a traumatic brain injury. It was about 3 years ago. We crossed paths. Kyle had a difficulty walking. He had a difficult time communicating, but yet was still being dismissed from all of his other therapies. During our first session, Kyle walked at 35 beats per minute. We practiced walking up and down that hallway in his home with a walker, then a cane, and then the walking stick, using rhythmic auditory stimulation as well as in training that foot to keep with the beat in the moment. However, the miracle that Kyle was walking was not enough for him. He had goals, many, in fact. One was to take it outside. He wanted to be able to walk to that nearest busy street, about 4 city blocks away. And well, he did just that. He made it there in less than 15 minutes with no walking devices. Kyle is here today to tell us a little bit about his story and to show us the impact of how music therapy has helped him. Please welcome Kyle. So Kyle, tell us, how has music therapy helped your overall recovery?
I think it helped me with realization, like helping to come to terms with me actually being hit by a train, first off. So it's emotional, and then a little bit physical, like walking. My brain was like all over the place. And with the beat, it made me a little bit more focused.
Absolutely, great. So can you tell us a little bit about what that process was like when we instated the rhythmic auditory stimulation and in training the feet with the beat?
Like I said before, I think it was more focused. It allowed my brain to be more focused. Like instead of like going all over the place, it allowed me to concentrate only on what I need to do, or just stepping.
Awesome. So can you tell us how music therapy has helped your overall independence?
Well, again, it's really important to me. Like, I think usually when I was dismissed with regular therapies, I think music therapy took up the ball. And with it helped me strengthen and communicate with speech, a little bit emotional with music.
And what about driving that car?
With the car, I think we use the drum set to simulate going from gas to brake, gas, brake. And I think, to me, I think to me it was like, it was important, but like okay, I think I could do it. I really wasn't. I wasn't able to do that. So even the simplest things, it let me work with.
Awesome, awesome. So, so is there anything else that you want the world to know about how music therapy has impacted your recovery?
It backed me a lot. I think when you think about traumatic brain injury, you think of the three major therapies. You got physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. But they're always forgetting the music therapy. It should be a fourth goal or a fourth therapy. And most of the time, my insurance doesn't cover it, and I don't know why.
Right. Yeah, so as you can see, Kyle is living proof that music therapy works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no joke. And music therapy is fun.
It is.
It took a lot of the work out of the therapy for you, didn't it?
Well, I think what you could do with physical therapy, like step, 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 but that's a little bit different. Like with music therapy, like with the beat. So you can do it with a song.
Absolutely, that's great, thank you. So as you can see, if there's a will, there's a way. And Kyle is that will, and music in music therapy is the way. So Kyle's sessions incorporated a lot of various physical interventions like gait, stride length, velocity, balance, posture, and many other physical aspects.
Right.
But besides physical aspects, we also worked on communication, socialization, emotional support, breath support, and sequencing. So Kyle is actually now playing the guitar. He is using his fine motor skills in playing the guitar and being able to assimilate those back into his daily living skills. Kyle is also playing the harmonica. He actually owned one prior to the accident, so it's been an amazing tool in his recovery because it's helped that breath support, which is important for communication. In addition, we worked on the drum set. So as Kyle said, we worked with the extension and inflection of the right foot on the bass pedal to the hi-hat pedal, and that rotation in the motor memory back and forth, which then was transferred to driving the car. So, as you can see, Kyle's ambition and perseverance is amazing. He's now walking 50 beats faster or more, depending on the day, right? Yeah. And that's well above the normal range for his age, which is 79 beats per minute. And recently, Kyle passed his driver's test, written and physical. So amen for that. Yeah. So he's now cruising around town to work and therapy. So, as you can see, he's a miracle. And we hope that we have inspired you, as well as many others, in regards to what music therapy can do and its effects. We would like to see communities across the globe embrace music therapists in their workplaces, as well as understand the value of our profession. But more importantly, we would like to see an increase in accessibility for music therapy. So we leave you with one last question. If you could put a price tag on your mobility, what would it be?